This is ridiculous every Friday, every Friday. All right, I'm ready on Wells. This is case number 234445101, the People versus Heaven, Michelle Wells. The defendant is charged with one count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for pretrial, strike that, final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christina Ritter on behalf of the people, P number 83505.
Morning, Your Honor. Good morning, Ms. Ritter. Roger Cayley, KALYP 48811, on behalf of Ms. Wells, who's also present by Zoom.
Ms. Wells, please unmute your device and tell the court your name.
Heaven Wells.
Ms. Wells, what's your middle name, please?
Heaven Michelle Wells.
Thank you. All right, give me one moment. Can the person on the unidentified iPhone that I just sent a prompt to unmute, please unmute and tell the court your name?
Donna Gray.
Judge, that's the complaining witness for this case, actually.
That's, okay, good. Well, Ms. Gray, are you properly attired, seated in an upright position and ready to attend court?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Can the person on the telephone, non-video telephone, the last digits of your phone number is 9403. Can you please press *6 to unmute and state your name, please? And the person on the non-video telephone.
So,
please. And okay. Can the person on the non-video telephone please press *6 to unmute and state your name?
I'm not sure what case.
Please state your name. Please state your name.
Carmela Patwin.
I'm sorry?
Carmela Patwin.
That's my complaining witness that's in the waiting room who's having trouble connecting.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll do something with that in a minute. Okay, so with respect to Ms. Gray, please state your name for the record. Unmute yourself.
Donna Gray.
Thank you. Today is the day set for a final pretrial conference. Mr. Calley, how are we proceeding?
Judge, if there's no offer, we'll be asking that the matter be set for bench trial.
I'm sure there was some offer, Ms. Ritter.
So, Judge, this case was set for a final pretrial conference. Actually, the people did not send an offer, Judge, due to the fact that the complaining witness didn't appear at the pretrial conference. And so, with the complaining witness appearing today, Judge, I'm just going to ask to move forward to a bench trial. And in the meantime, I will get with Mr. Calley to see if we can resolve the matter.
Court is going to continue a not guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Wells. I'm going to set it for, well, the next step is to set it for a jury trial, though. Did you want to speak to the complaining witness, or?
If I have to.
I could set it for a jury trial. The date will be towards the end of the summer, I think, is where I am now with dates. And then I'll set another final pretrial conference, I guess.
That works, Judge.
All right, the court will continue a not guilty plea, set the matter for jury trial on July the 29th. Is Callie, and it's A and B. Mr. Flanagan, can you please look at Shante Anderson and tell me that's scheduled for the 29th and tell me when their final pretrial conference is? I didn't write it down.
January 22nd at 9:10.
Okay. All right, well then I'm going to set this final pretrial conference for let's go with March 1st. Is that good?
Works for me, Judge.
All right, I'm going to set this final pretrial conference. Whoops. From March 1st, 2024 at 9:10. Jury trial will be set, as I indicated, for July 29th at 10:30. I'm not going to say that the March 1st date is the last date for acceptance of any offer, because there's room to schedule another final pretrial conference in there if there's still some negotiation or something going on. So I'll leave that open. With respect to the March 1st date, Ms. Wells, you have I'm sorry, not Ms. Wells, Ms. Gray, excuse me. Ms. Gray, you have appeared today, and therefore your appearance is not required on March 1st. However, if you don't appear, then you need to contact the prosecutor's office to find out if the July 29th jury trial date is still going. And of course, your appearance is required on July 29th for the jury trial. Anything further?
Judge, nothing for the record. If the court is okay with sending Ms. Gray back to the breakout room, and when the people get a chance, I'll go in there and speak with her.
Okay. I'll send Ms. Gray to number 20. And I have two cases that doesn't involve you, so you could probably go on in there.
Okay, Judge, thank you.
Mr. Hanala, look at that. As soon as I was getting ready to just call your case, the city popped in. So that 3 minutes or 5 minutes on that other case, it helped them. All right, Mr. Callie and Ms. Wells, you're all set, unless there's something else for the record.
Nothing for the record.
All right, have a great day. Stay safe. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Ritter.
All right.
Good weekend.
You too. Good morning, Ms. Walker.
Good morning, Judge.
Walker,
It was a county case at 8:25. I thought I just had a 9:10. I apologize.
Oh, because I was going to say, aren't you all tired of me fussing at the city?
How could I ever get tired of you, Judge, in any capacity?
Listen, I will be tired. No, the scrap tires, and unless I'm missing something, I thought all the scrap tires and the littering cases were city cases.
Very possible, Judge. When I saw the plus at the end of scrap tires, I thought that meant county, but I could be all kinds of wrong.
I think you are, because Miss Ritter didn't take ownership of it.
Okay.
And she said, okay. So did you all need to speak at all? Mr. Hanau, pronounce your name.
Nick Hanawa.
Now, oh, I've been saying it right. I keep, for some
Yeah,
reason,
you say it right. You do.
did you need to speak with the city attorney, or are you ready to proceed?
I think so. I think we should. Do you have an offer, Miss Walker, or do you want to
Yes,
just? I have.
let's go into a
Okay,
break.
well, I'll send you all to a breakout room. I'll send you the number 10.
And Judge, you might want to send Mr. Ogletree as well because he's on my other case.
I don't see. Oh, you are correct at 9:10. Mr. Ogletree, are you there?
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right. So, Ms. Walker, I'm going to send you to 10, and this is what I'll do. Actually, I'll make you a co-host, Ms. Walker. Hold on.
Okay, Judge.
So I'm going to send one of the lawyers. I'll send Mr. Hanawa to number 10. I'll send Mr. Ogletree to number 11.
Perfect.
Okay, and then
Thank you.
All right, so 10. Oh, nope, oh, yeah, okay. I'll send Mr. Hanawa to number 10. Mr. Ogletree, I'll send you to number 11. Okay. Then that means I'm ready on Ripley's case. And then Ms. Stevenson, are you ready on the in-person?
I'm ready on the in-person, and we would like to talk to Ms. Shelton if that's possible in your waiting room.
Okay. Let me let this person know. She said she was, oh, Mr. Levin. He never did come back. Oh, yes, he did. He's there. Miss Ripley. Oh, Miss Taylor Combs, are we ready to go on the record? I don't see your client anymore. Oh, okay. Miss Ripley, I think we're ready to go on the record. Oh, and then let me bring in this device, and I'll send both of these devices to talk to Miss Ritter in the breakout room. Miss Ripley, are you there? And then Miss Stevenson, okay, we'll see. Shelton is on 2 devices.
Okay.
All right. Miss Patwin, I'm going to send both of your devices to breakout room, ma'am. Can you please, for the computer or other phone, whichever it is, can you accept to join the breakout room?
I don't know how to do that part.
I mean, did you look at your screen? By any chance, did you look at the screen?
My screen is saying 301-7515-8592. That's what my screen is saying.
Okay, we're going to remove that. Miss Ritter will have to help you.
I'm confused.
Okay.
I'm in the healthcare. I apologize. I'm not.
Okay. All right. Miss Ripley just messaged us. She said she's in a hearing. So I don't know what kind of hearing that is. So did she tell you that she had another hearing? Do you know what kind of hearing? She just put that in the chat.
Are you addressing me, Your Honor? Because
yes,
she
I'm
didn't
sorry.
mention anything about another hearing. She said, let's go on the record and ask for an adjournment so that she can take my request to her boss.
Okay.
I'm
Mr.
sorry. I
Flanagan,
thought she was.
Do you have, let's see. I mean, I'm sure she can, well, let's see. I'll chat her back. I don't know what kind of hearing. I'll chat her back and ask her. How long? Let's see if she responds. All right, so Ms. Stevenson, then I will bring in these people so you could talk to them. And
thank you, Your Honor.
Welcome. Mr. Flanagan, can you reach out to Mr. Glanda? on the Stevens case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Shelton, please accept to join the breakout room and wait for the lawyer to come in to speak with you.
Okay.
Mr. Levin, please accept to join the breakout room and wait for the lawyer to come in to speak with you.
Okay.
Ms. Stevenson, go in to Mr. Levin first if you don't mind, so I can see what to tell Ms. Davis.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Flanagan, do you have a phone number for Ms. Ripley to see if you could text her and see if she?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you text her and ask her how long she's going to be with? We are ready. I sent her a message in the chat, but I don't know what kind of hearing she's in or where she is. Or maybe she can respond in the chat and Ms. Ritter can stand in for her if it's an adjournment request. I don't know. Ms. Ritter, you could stand in for her. Don't be putting your face up. All right, let me see if I could get this Nokia to connect. Whoops. Let's see if the Nokia. All right, well, they'll have to come back.
Your Honor, Mr. Levin is not a legally incapacitated person. So
and you're able to communicate with him fine?
Yes. Ms. Hall is in there with him now. Yes.
Okay, so let me have her hold on. All right, Ms. Davis, you can unmute. Ms. Davis. Okay, well, she's not responding. So, is he located at Team Wellness?
He is, and Ms. Davis may be going between her device and his device.
Okay, well, let me say this. I want him to have privacy.
Absolutely.
So maybe you could make sure that Ms. Hall understands that Ms. Davis is not to be in the room with the two of them. If he's not a legally incapacitated person and she's not having any issues just talking with him, Ms. Davis cannot be in that room.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, Miss Taylor Coleman, I apologize. I don't know where Miss Ripley has gone to. Well, I know where she's gone to, a hearing, but I don't know what that means. If we could just.
Judge, and I did email Miss Ripley and ask her, did she want me to stand in for her? But she said that she was here. She's just on the record in Judge Michael Hathaway's court.
Tell her, and so respond back to her and let her know that no, I'm ready because I'm getting ready to. I'm ready. No, I'm not. No. You need to stand in for her. Ask her, is it an adjournment request? She needs somebody at this point to stand in for her. We know she's here, but so is Miss Taylor Coleman. Okay. She said she's ready. She's ready now. She said she's ready now. She just messaged us. Okay. She probably heard me fussing through the device. You know, I said I was going to, maybe 2024 is going to be the year. Miss Taylor Coleman, I was telling them the other day, I said I was watching this trial on, there she is. I was watching the trial on Court TV, and the judge, her demeanor was so melancholy to me, but I had no desire to be that way. Like I had no desire. And I was like, I wonder if that is how they want judges to be. Not me, not the judge from the east side. Miss Ripley, I said she must have heard me fussing through the thing. 2024, I'm gonna do less fussing. Maybe if I might not, but let's just go with it. Okay, Miss Ripley. I'm ready. I'm ready. Look, I was getting ready to send a note to Judge Hathaway and say, you're not more important than me. Tell Miss Ripley to come on out of there. Okay. I'm ready on Jackson. This is case number 234457301. The people of the state of Michigan versus Carlson Allen Jackson. The defendant is charged with 1 count of child abuse, 4th degree, and 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is a date set for a final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tina Ripley on behalf of the people, P83688.
Good morning, Your Honor. Delisha Taylor Coleman, P56278. With me is my client, Carlson Jackson. State your name.
Good morning, Judge Bryant. I'm Carlson Jackson.
All right, thank you. And is your middle name Allen? Mr. Jackson, is your middle name Allen?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay, thank you. All right, today is the day set for a final pretrial conference. And Ms. Taylor Coleman, how are you proceeding?
At this time, speaking with Ms. Ripley, previously we had got this date because she had to be caught up on this file, and indicating that there are certain policies now in the prosecutor's office where we would need to write a letter, deviation letter. So we are requesting an additional final pretrial.
Okay, Ms. Ripley, is that your understanding?
Yes, Judge. Ms. Taylor Coleman and I, we talked about resolutions. What she's asking for, I think, would be something that I think my supervisors would want some kind of mitigation letter for. Okay.
Court will continue a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Jackson and set the matter for another final pretrial. How long of a process do we think that will be?
I'm asking until January 20th or that week.
All right, let's see what I have that week. So actually, I think I'm full for that January first week. I mean, that last week in January and even through the first week of February. So if we could go to Wednesday, February 7th, that works better for the court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. February 7th at 9 o'clock. Anything further?
Not on behalf of the judge. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Have a wonderful holiday.
Same to you. Happy holidays. Same to you. All right, and this looks like we're ready on Koshaba. Are we ready on that one?
Yes, Judge.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll bring in Mr. Koshaba. And then I'm going to release Ms. Villarreal. And we can call her.
Oh, Judge, the telephone in the breakout room is the complainant witness. Do you what I
on this case?
No.
Oh, on the case for Ms. Villarreal?
No,
yeah,
Judge.
I'm not gonna no, you can leave that complaint with it, but she can't get on video? Did you try to get her on?
Go in there and see if she can get on video.
Okay, because I go in there with her, but I'm just gonna let Ms. Villarreal know we'll call her. The defendant isn't here yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So the defendant isn't here. Well, you're interpreting for the defendant, correct? Not the complainant.
I believe
no, because
so.
the complainant was talking English to me. Okay, yeah.
Right. I believe it is the defendant. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so the defendant is not here yet, Ms. Villarreal. Do we have a phone number for you? Mr. Flanagan, do we have a phone number?
No.
Okay, Ms. Villarreal, can you just call my courtroom and then give Mr. Flanagan a phone number that you want us to call or text you on? And then if the defendant comes, we'll call you, because I don't want you to just have to sit at your computer.
That sounds very good. Thank you, Your Honor. May I have the court's number?
Yes, ma'am. It's 965-2295.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll do that right now.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Koshaba, Ms. Ritter, you can go into that breakout room.
Thank you.
Oh, and also let me bring this person in. Mr. Flanagan, on this Stevens case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Change the attorney. Mr. Glander was the felony attorney.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Stevens, can you start your video for me? Mr. Stevens? Are you having difficulty, Mr. Stevens? Okay. And then, Mr. Stevens, you're going to have to take off your hat for court, but I'm going to send you to a breakout room. Please accept to join the breakout room, and the lawyers will, I thought I changed his name. The lawyers will come in to speak with you. 1 second. All right. Okay. Please accept to join the breakout room. Breakout room number 5. All right, I'm ready on Koshaba. This is case number 20441-4701. The people of the state of Michigan versus Riot. Koshaba. Defendant is charged with 3 counts of scrap tires. Today is the date set for pretrial conference appearances, please.
Shannon Walker, P53794 on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Nick Hanawa, P number 78298 on behalf of Rod Koshaba, who appears with us on Zoom today.
Mr. Koshaba, unmute and state your name. Unmute, sir, and adjust your camera because we can't see the bottom half of your face. There we go. That's better. And then unmute.
Ray Koshaba.
All right, today is the date set for pretrial conference. Mr. Hanawa, how are we proceeding?
Thank you, Your Honor. I had an opportunity to speak to Ms. Walker. At this time, I believe the people are prepared to dismiss the case, and defense will stipulate the probable cause for the ticket.
Miss Walker?
That's correct, Judge. I had an opportunity to speak to Detective Binion in this case, and counsel did provide proof of cleanup of these tires subsequent to the the case being initiated. So the people would move to dismiss, and counsel has stipulated a probable cause.
Okay, then today is the day set for pretrial conference, and on the people's motion with the stipulation of probable cause, the court will dismiss the matters 3 counts without prejudice. So Ms. Walker, can you submit an order to the courtroom?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Hanawa, can you either call the courtroom or put in the chat your email address for Mr. Flanagan so that he can email you a copy of the order?
Absolutely, I'll do that right now.
All right, and Mr. Koshaba, your lawyer will get you a copy of the order of dismissal for your records, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Just quick question, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Who took us to court? We're a place of
Oh,
business.
no, that's not a question for me. That's a question for Mr. Hanawa.
I see.
All right.
All
Then
right.
we're all set.
Thank
Have
you.
a great day and stay safe.
You too.
Thank you, man.
Good day.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Judge, the other matter, the defendant hasn't appeared. It was a 9-10 case. I don't know.
Yeah, you're all set. If we need you, we'll call you. There is a Nokia that keeps coming in, but it won't connect. I don't know if that's that defendant. So
Should I go into the breakout room and let Mr. Ogletree know, Judge? He's just waiting.
Yes. Well, it's at 9:10, so that means we have a trial set. Well, so I'm going to tell you this: if the defendant does not come today, I am going to capias him and take that case off of the trial docket.
Except for final pretrial, Judge, we had a trial date of January 12th.
Yeah, so if he doesn't come today, that January 12th trial is not going.
Okay, great. I'll go and let Mr. Ogletree know, and then I will leave until I hear from the court.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Walker. Mr. Hanawa. Is he still there? No.
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Oh, Mr. Hanawa, I saw your email address. That's an interesting email address.
Our law firm is one of our DBAs is ticketfixpro.com is our website.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you're all set. You have a great day.
Thank you, Judge. Have a happy holiday. Take care.
Same to you.
There's the Nokia that's in the waiting room. That's my complaining witness that I'm trying to help out in breakout room 20.
Oh, okay. Let's bring her in.
And Judge, she's the complaining witness on Ford under 830. I don't know if Miss Ford has appeared.
Miss Ford has not appeared. Mr. Flanagan, maybe you can reach out to Miss Watt.
Okay.
So, there she does have, she's connected now, Miss Ritter. I'll send her device to breakout. You could change her name in there.
Yes, please, Judge. Thank you.
And let's see, Mr. Flanagan will call Miss Watt and see what's going on.
Okay, Judge.
Ma'am, accept to join breakout room number 20. It should pop up on your screen.
May I go now, Judge?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Mr. Ogletree?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you provide Mr. Flanagan with a phone number, either by placing it in the chat or by calling the courtroom, we can call you if Mr. Allison appears.
Okay. I have called Mr. Allison and sent him text messages, but no response.
Okay. All right. And if he does not appear, I am going to issue a capias and I'm going to remove that trial date from the January docket.
Understood.
Okay. Mr. Flanagan, do you have a contact number for Mr. Ogletree?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Ogletree, are you going to put your number in the chat or are you going to call the courtroom?
Yes, it gives me two options. It has your name, then it has Courtney. I don't know how you pronounce the last name.
Oh,
in terms of chat.
Really? Why? I wonder why.
I'm not co-host, Your
Honor.
I'm not co-host.
Oh, well, that's the reason. Okay. All right, you should be able to chat, you should be able to chat courtroom 339. You see it?
Okay, I see it now.
Yes, okay. All right.
Thank you.
All right, we'll call you if the defendant comes.
All right, thanks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she may not be the attorney then anymore. Maybe she was the attorney on the felony.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they haven't appeared, so we probably can't reach them. Okay, maybe they thought everything was dismissed. Who knows? All right. What about Mr. Nosh? That he's with he's with NDS, so that's probably the same situation.
Yeah, there was a exam before Judge Jefferson, October 25th. It was dismissed, and one of the charges was pled down.
Okay, remove all of their names from being the lawyers.
Okay.
They were the lawyers on the felonies.
Mm-hmm. You want the ROA for Ford?
No, I don't want the ROA. They're not here.
Okay.
Mm-mm. So I guess we'll give another date, but All right. Where's this? Maybe we need to send a message to the defense attorneys. Let's see who they're in the breakout rooms with. All right. Let me see. Can somebody please go knock on Ms. Stevenson's door and tell her I sent her a message? I'm ready. I need one of them to come out.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Oh, never mind. Here's Ms. Hall. Ms. Hall, you're not doing Mr. Butcher, are you?
Is that in person?
Yes.
I am not. I can.
Okay, so I still need you all to knock on the door and tell Ms. Stevenson I'm ready I need her to come out to do Butcher.
The officer, he told her.
All right. So Ms. Hall, you're doing, are you doing, oh no, he's not even out here yet. Are you ready on, are you doing 11?
I am.
All right, so I'm ready on 11. And then where's Jennings?
Right above 11.
It is, and I have a check mark next.
She was the first person that I interviewed this morning.
Okay, well then I'm going to do him first. All right, so I'm going to do 11. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to do Jennings and then Butcher and then 11. Oh, let me engage the camera.
Oops. Okay.
All right, this is case number 224501101, the People versus Toshiba Jada Jennings. Defendant is charged with malicious destruction of property. Today is the date set for pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rakedia Hall, P number 82954 on behalf of Toshiba Jennings. Ma'am, may you state your full name for the record, please?
Toshiba Jada Jennings.
All right, say that a little bit slower for me.
Toshiba Jada Jennings.
Thank you. Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. Ms. Hall?
Your Honor, I believe that the complainant is not present. We are requesting a dismissal in the absence of the complainant. However, if you are not inclined to dismiss this case, we have no objection to an adjourned pretrial requiring the complainant to appear.
Ms. Ritter?
So, Judge, it looks like on the docket it is scheduled as at least the second scheduling of the pretrial conference. I don't see the complaining witness, Ms. Chancenique Adley, by that name in the waiting room. In the event the unidentified devices are not Ms. Adley, the people have no explanation as to why the complaining witness is not present, and we will not be able to proceed based on the complaining witness's failure to appear for at least the second scheduling of the pretrial conference.
Today is the day set for pretrial conference. I believe those unidentified devices are your other complaining witness still. Complaining witness was required to appear. They have failed to appear. The people have no explanation for the failure. They are unable to proceed. The court is going to grant defense counsel's motion and dismiss the matter without prejudice for failure of the complaining witness to appear. Ms. Jennings, we will mail you a copy of the order of dismissal for your records. Have a great day. Stay safe. Happy holidays to you.
Thank you, Sylvia.
I'm ready on Butcher.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. This is case number 194426701, the people of the state of Michigan versus Gregory Bruce Butcher. The defendant is charged with one count of operating while intoxicated. Today is the date set for final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Mr. Gregory Butcher. Mr. Butcher, sir, please tell the judge your full name.
Gregory Bruce Butcher.
Today is the date set for final pretrial conference. How are we proceeding?
On behalf of Mr. Butcher, Your Honor, we would continue the plea of not guilty. We're asking that this matter be scheduled for a trial, jury trial.
Today is the day set for final pretrial conference. The court is going to continue a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Butcher. Set the matter for a jury trial. July 29th. At 10:30 a.m. with a final pretrial conference of March 2nd. Wait, strike that. I'm sorry. With the final pretrial conference of March 4th. Final pretrial conference is at 9:10. Bond will continue with no drinking and no driving without a valid license. Anything further?
Well, thank you, Judge.
Your Honor, I would just say, I have heard the court's order with regard to no drinking, but I would just say that the substance was not alcohol here, Your Honor.
Oh, what's the substance? He still can't drink. What's the substance, though?
It was marijuana, Your Honor.
Well, then how do we get, his charge is not operating while intoxicated. What's the charge?
Operating while intoxicated, Judge. While under the influence of a controlled substance.
So we call intoxicated, we call being high intoxicated? I don't think you're going to meet your burden if that's the charge. That's not my business. But, I mean, it kind of is my business, I guess. Operating while intoxicated, the definition of intoxicated, doesn't that include alcohol? Maybe I just haven't read the statute actually in a long time, and maybe it includes controlled substance. Operating while intoxicated while under the influence of a controlled substance.
That's included in the statute, Judge.
So, okay. I'm going to be interested in seeing. Okay. That's going to be interested. I'm interested, Ms. Ritter, because what is the level of marijuana that rises to intoxication? I guess that's going to be something to vet out, and that's something that to do. Okay. The dates are the dates. Next court date, March 4th at 9:10. Anything further?
Well, thank you, Judge.
Does the prohibition against the consumption of alcohol stand, Your Honor? So Judge, I shouldn't just throw it on you like that. It is the position of defense that there's no nexus between that bond condition and the charge.
Ms. Ritter, do you agree? I guess you agree. So there was no alcohol involved in this at all?
According to the investigator's report, Judge, there was not any alcohol involved.
All right, then I will remove that condition.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, you're all set, sir. Have a great day. Stay safe. Happy holidays to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Give me one moment, please. Not you, sir. You're all set. Thank you. Okay. I'm ready on 11.
Did we have Wright ready and breakout?
Well, no, because he just got to court. He's late.
Oh, okay.
You didn't have him yet. Mr. Levin, we're waiting on you. Mr. Levin, please start your video. Okay, thank you. This is case number 214440501, the People versus Robert John Levin. Defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
And for the record, Rakidia Hall on behalf of Robert Levin. Sir, may you unmute and state your full name for the record? You have to unmute.
Press that.
Yes, state your full name, please.
Robert John Levin.
All right, today is the day set for pretrial conference. Ms. Hall.
Your Honor, this is at least the second scheduling of the pretrial. I believe that the complainant is not present. We are requesting a dismissal in the absence of the complainant.
Ms. Ritter.
So, Judge, there was a first pretrial scheduled on October 25th where the complainant witness appeared and the defendant did not appear. And the court adjourned its pretrial to today, I guess requiring the defendant to appear. So the complainant witness already appeared, Your Honor.
You said the first pretrial was when?
October 25th.
I think it was in September.
Hold on, Mr. Levin. Mr. Flanagan, can you confirm that?
Yes, Your Honor. October 25th, the complaining witness was present.
All right, the motion to dismiss is denied.
Your Honor, we would like to request a mental competency evaluation for Mr. Levin.
All right. The court is going to continue a not guilty plea. On behalf of Mr. Levin, I will set the matter for a competency hearing and refer Mr. Levin to the Forensic Center for competency evaluation. Let's see, this is December. Let's go with a competency hearing for Friday, March 1st. And then Ms. Hall, so there was an individual on earlier from the team, from Team Wellness. That's where Mr. Levin is being housed.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So we will make sure that Team Wellness is made aware of his Forensic Center appointment. So I keep forgetting to talk to the chief about the new Forensic Center rule. I don't know if there's anything we can do, but apparently it's the defense attorney's responsibility to notify their client of the appointment when the person isn't housed in the Wayne County Jail. So they're going to send the appointment to, I guess, Ms. Stevenson. And then you need to notify Team Wellness so they can get them up to the evaluation, okay? All right, then, Mr. Levin, we're going to be all set, and we'll send the paperwork over to you at Team Wellness, okay?
Right.
Okay, have a great day. Stay safe. Happy holidays.
Okay. So when's the hearing?
The next hearing is March 1st.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's December the 15th.
Yes, today is December the 15th.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Your Honor, can I just confirm, Mr. Levin did have some, his therapist, his mother, and his care coordinator in the room earlier when I spoke with him. Can I just confirm that they're still there so that they are able to take down his next court date?
Is anyone in the room with you, Mr. Levin?
No.
Okay, can you go get them? Go get them for me then. Can you go get them?
Yes.
If you like, Your Honor, if you want to put us in a breakout, I can make sure that they know, or
you get Iris or somebody?
No, I'll go ahead and tell them.
Thank you.
Please.
Please.
Yeah.
Mr. Levin, is your mom still there? Is your mother still there?
Yes, she is.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
Here she go.
Okay. Where Mr. Levin's mother?
Yeah.
Where is she?
Huh?
Where is she? Can she come on to the video?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mom, are you there?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. State your name we can't see you in the camera, that's all. State your name for me.
Patricia Levin.
Okay. Miss Levin, Mr. Levin's attorney just wanted to make sure that you all were aware of two things. One, we're going to send Mr. Levin for a competency evaluation with the Forensic Center to determine his competency to stand trial. He's going to come back to court on March the 1st at 8:30. Well, let's put it on the docket for 8:29, Mr. Flanagan. And then we're going to send an order to the Forensic Center. They're going to contact Mr. Levin through Team Wellness, and then someone is going to have to take Mr. Levin since Mr. Levin is not in custody, he's not in the Wayne County Jail, then he has to be driven to the Forensic Center, and it is up in Ypsilanti, I believe.
Hey, miss, I catch the bus usually.
I will take you.
Okay, well, I don't think you can take the bus all the way to Ypsilanti, Mr. Levin. I don't think.
All right, I agree with you.
Okay. So somebody will take you?
Yes, Iris and my mother.
Okay. All right. They'll take you, okay?
All right.
Yes. Did somebody ask about his court date?
Yeah, I let my mother.
March the 1st is your court date.
I wrote it down. March 1st, 24.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Then I think we're all set with Mr. Levin.
Is there a time?
Yes, ma'am. 8:30.
8:30.
So it's early in the morning?
Yes, that's early in the morning, Mr. Levin. Okay.
Okay.
All right, then we're all set. Unless there's something else for the record.
No, I'm good.
Nothing for Mr. Levin.
Mr. Levin, sit
I'm
down.
going to go get something to eat.
Okay, go ahead and get something to eat, Mr. Levin. We're all set.
Okay.
All right.
Here, Ma, you okay?
Oh, I clicked them off. I'm sorry. Okay. The person on the Nokia, state your name again. Unmute for me.
Carmela Patwin.
All right. And then Ms. Patway, is that also you on the telephone, or you're just on this?
No, I'm not on the telephone. I'm only on the
Okay. All right. Let me start the video. Ms. Patway,
Miss Patwin.
Patwin. Miss Patwin. Miss Ritter's changed the name, so I don't have to be. So can you start your video? All right. So today is the date for pretrial. This is asked to Marlicia Ford. Mr. Flanagan has Miss Ford capious before. Well, I think this came down from the felony docket. And I said I was going to I think I said I wasn't going to KPS Ms. Ford. I think this came down from the felony docket. And I don't know, there could have been some confusion, but apparently Ms. Ford did appear at the felony level. And the other counts were dismissed and this was remanded down to me. Is that what happened, Mr. Flanagan? Mr. Flanagan?
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor, I was muted. Yes, on November 1st, count 3 was remanded back from the Wayne County Circuit Court.
Oh, so it went to circuit court and then they remanded it back to me.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what happened to the felony? Is there any way for us to know what happened to the felony?
The RO, Ms. Ritter?
I'm sorry, if I may, Judge.
You may.
So according to the notes, the felony counts were dismissed.
Oh, okay.
Justice.
Okay. All right. Miss Pat, when I'm having a hard time managing with you, not sitting up straight and half your face is in the camera and we just looking at the top of your head. Okay. All right. Okay. So then, Ms. Stevenson, I did direct Mr. Flanagan to remove Ms. Watt from the case because she would have been probably appointed just on the felonies. So I'm going to give Ms. Ford another date and we're going to give her an opportunity to appear before the court before I issue a warrant for her arrest. So let's adjourn Ms. Ford's case to it was a day, February the 7th at 8:35. Ms. Ford must attend court or she's going to have a warrant issued for her arrest. Ms. Pat, when you do not have to appear on February 7th, however, if you want to know for sure what happened with the case, you can appear. Otherwise, you can just contact the prosecutor's office. They'll let you know if Ms. Ford appeared and whether the case has moved forward or whether a warrant was issued for her arrest, okay? Okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
You're all set. Have a great day. Stay safe. Happy holidays.
You too. Happy holidays.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to bring in the two people who have gone to the breakout room. Ms. Stevenson, I did send you something on Bush and Hill.
Okay.
While court was in session, because I didn't check it before. And then we're ready on Shelton. I'll do Shelton and then I'll do Bush. Ms. Hill, your device is sideways, ma'am. Turn your device around. Please stop unmuting your device until I ask you to unmute. Ms. Hill, looks like they're ready for you, so I'm going to go ahead and put you back in the waiting room. Mr. Wright, you are late for court. You're very, very late for court. You were supposed to be in court at 9:10 and it's 10:30. And I know you've been sitting in the waiting room for about 10 minutes. So you were very late for court. I need you to remove your hat, your hoodie, and then I'm going to send you to a breakout room where you could talk to the lawyers. Please don't arrive late for court in the future or your case won't be heard. and that won't be a good thing because then that means a warrant will go out for your arrest. Can the person on the telephone, Mr. Wright, you're not looking at your screen. I sent you a prompt to go to the breakout room and you're not looking at your screen. You're not going. The person on the telephone, can you please tell me your name?
Justin Stevens.
And can you please state your name again?
Justin Stevens.
Mr. Stevens, why are you on the telephone? Weren't you present earlier on the video?
Yes, Your Honor. I was having issues with the audio on the Zoom, and also with some lag on the video. I was having some issues, some technical issues with the Zoom.
Okay. You can't attend court on the telephone. You have to be in person, or we have to see your face on the video.
Okay. Do you want me to try to get it working again? Because,
well, I'm telling you, you have to appear on video or you have to appear in person. Ms. Stevenson, I'll send his telephone to a breakout room. Somebody can go in and talk to him.
Okay. I didn't hear the name again, Judge.
Stevens, Justin.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. Is that ours?
Yes, that's the same situation.
Okay. All right.
All right. I need London Shelton to start your video. All right. This is case number 235818301, the People versus London Tayshawn Shelton. Defendant is charged with operating with the high BAC. Today is the date set for final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Ms. London Shelton. Ms. Shelton, ma'am, please unmute and tell the judge your full name.
London Tayshawn Shelton.
Thank you. Today is the day set for final pretrial conference. Ms. Stevenson.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Shelton and I have had the opportunity to discuss this matter. She's had the opportunity to review with me an advice of rights form, and it is my understanding that at this time, Ms. Shelton wishes to waive her rights incident to trial, avail herself of an offer from the people, and offer the court a plea of guilty to the reduced charge of operating while intoxicated.
Ms. Ritter, is that the people's offer?
That is correct, Judge. That is the people's offer at this time.
Ms. Shelton, your lawyer has indicated that you want to accept the people's offer. Is that correct?
Yes.
Ms. Shelton, I'm going to share my screen. On the screen will appear an advice of rights form. My question to you, ma'am, is have you had an opportunity to review for yourself or to go over with your lawyer your constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
When you did that, did you understand your constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, do you understand that this is a misdemeanor and therefore you do have a right to a trial? However, if I accept a plea from you today, drawing your attention to number 6, that you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone threatened you in any way or promised you anything that was not placed on the record to get you to enter into this plea today?
No, Your Honor.
Drawing your attention to number 8, are you currently on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Drawing your attention to number 11, do you understand that by entering into this voluntary plea, you may be giving up your right to an automatic appeal, and if you were to change your mind about the plea, you would either have to request permission of this court to set aside your plea or request permission of the circuit court to appeal the conviction?
Yes, Your Honor.
With that understanding, ma'am, do you still want to give up your right to a trial and enter into this plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may put your hand down, ma'am. Ms. Stevenson.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Shelton, on July 26th of 2023, were you operating a motor vehicle in the area of 18118 Pennington in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And prior to operating that motor vehicle on that date in that location, had you consumed alcohol?
Yes.
And did the consumption of that alcohol make you intoxicated?
Yes.
And for purposes of the plea, Your Honor, we would stipulate that the blood alcohol content was 0.27, and with that, defense would be satisfied.
Are the people satisfied?
So stipulated for purposes of the plea, and the people are satisfied.
The court will receive the stipulation, and the court is also satisfied with the factual basis. I will accept a guilty plea to an amended charge of operating while intoxicated. Having accepted that plea, the court is going to set the matter for sentencing. January the 26th. At 9:00 a.m. With respect to the sentencing, Ms. Shelton, you have a right to be sentenced in person. However, you may consent to being sentenced on Zoom. Which do you prefer?
Zoom. It's fine.
Court will set the matter on Zoom. And prior to sentencing, you must submit to a pre-sentence investigation and substance abuse evaluation through the probation department. Ma'am, they are going to contact you by telephone. If they cannot reach you, they are going to mail you a letter and leave you a message directing you to contact them. Make sure that you respond to their letter or their phone call so that I can have a proper pre-sentence investigation on the date of your sentencing, okay?
Okay. Yes.
Anything further for the record?
Thank you, Judge.
Nothing on behalf of Ms. Shelton, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Ms. Shelton, you're all set, ma'am. Have a great day. Stay safe. Happy holidays.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, I'm ready on Bush. This is case number 204405601, the People versus Asia Maria Bush. Defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery, and today is the date set for review. Appearances, please.
Rakidia Hall on behalf of Asia Bush. Ma'am, may you unmute yourself and state your full name for the record?
Asia Maria Bush.
Thank you. Today is the day set for review, and according to Ms. O'Driscoll, Ms. Bush was placed on a 12-month probationary period. Okay, that doesn't quite make sense to me. That apparently was supposed to end on July 8th. Mr. Flanagan, can you pull Ms. Bush's register? And let me see if I have her prior. All right. She has completed some of the terms and conditions of her probation. However, she still has an outstanding balance. It says traffic ticket balance of $717, and she also has a balance on this case of $1,100, according to Ms. O'Driscoll. Ms. Hill. I mean, Ms. Hall. Did you hear me call you Ms. Hill?
I did.
That.
So she does still have some outstanding conditions. It's her understanding that she should owe about $900 on left on this case. She did make payments totaling $260, but there was a 20% late fee assessed on the account as well. And then, so I do have a question regarding the traffic tickets, because according to the Register of Actions, it said to either pay them in full or get on a payment plan for the traffic tickets. And in the report, it looks like it has that she has to pay all outstanding traffic tickets in full. So I do want clarification on that. But Ms. Bush does need additional time. She said that she can be complete with everything within 3 months if you would extend the probation for 3 months. And I do know that this sentencing agreement was taken under 771.1, and I know that it's customary for the court to not allow the defendants to take that if they don't complete probation in time. However, Ms. Bush did indicate that she is trying her best to do this, and she did just graduate from dental assistant school. So we would appreciate it if she could still take advantage of the 771.1 if she completes probation by the next court date.
Well, I'm gonna make one correction. Let's see. Oh yeah, so her probation ended July of 23. But what happened after 23? It's not my custom, it's the law. The law says that a sentence can only be delayed for 12 months. So let's see. What happened back in July? It doesn't look like anything happened in July. Okay, I don't know why she didn't have a court date in July. I don't see any court dates on here, quite frankly, which is unusual. This is unusual. I don't understand why she didn't have a review date. Nonetheless, so the answer to your question, counsel, is unless the defense presents some case law to the court or some type of authority to the court that I can legally give a delayed sentence outside of the 12-month period, then the answer is no, she doesn't get the delayed sentence because it has to be completed within the 12 months. So she may not get the delayed sentence, but I will extend the probation for 3 months because it doesn't look like, I mean, she has another, I don't know why she didn't come for review. I'm going to have to look at that. But it looks like she went a whole year without ever coming to me for review. And that is
my probation officer.
Hold on, ma'am. No, ma'am. Don't do that. Yeah, that it looks like according to the Register of Action, she didn't come to me at all for review in that 12 months. Mr. Flanagan, do you have her probation order?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, let me see. She was scheduled for review on January 27th, 2023. Let's see what happened on January 27th. Nothing. There's not even an entry on January 27th. There's no entry on January 27th. I'm confused by this Register of Action. I'm confused by this whole thing. I'm confused. So, all right, apparently this, and then I'm confused as to why Officer O'Driscoll continued to meet with a defendant who failed to appear for court, I guess, or we didn't put in anything in the record as to what happened in January. Okay, so nonetheless, that slipped through the cracks. I'm going to extend the probation to March. Let's put a review March 14th at 1:30. And then she does have to get on a payment plan. And is there any community service needed for the outstanding fines and costs, or no?
No, I'll pay it.
Ms. Hall?
Oh, Your Honor, she believes she can have everything paid off by that date.
Okay. And then again, if you show me that I do have authority to extend to still grant the delayed sentence outside of the 12 months, I'll do it, but I'm not going to do it if the legislature says I can't do it. It's very rare that I try to go against the legislature. All right. Okay, so then we're all set until March 14th at 1:30. Have a great day. Stay safe. Happy holidays to you, ma'am.
You too.
Thank you. Ms. Stevenson, did you all talk to Mr. Stevens?
I did. I may need another breakout room with him. He was to see if his audio can get working as he.
Oh, right.
Everything I need.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'm ready on Hill. This is case number 224490401, the People versus Saisha Janita Hill. Defendant is charged with guns, reckless use. Today is the date set for review. Ms. Hall, I think.
Rakidia Hall on behalf of Saisha Hill. Ma'am, may you unmute yourself and state your full name for the record?
Saisha Janita Hill.
Today is the day set for review, and according to Ms. Tucker, Ms. Hill was placed on probation for a 9-month delayed sentence last year, so she's coming up on 12 months. I must have already extended the probation, but she has now completed all the terms and conditions of the probation. Mr. Flanagan, can you just confirm that she does have a zero balance?
Yes, Your Honor, zero balance.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Hall, see, Ms. Hall, I called you Ms. Hill earlier because I was Ms. Hall.
We are requesting that this case be closed and that her probation be discharged with improvement.
All right, Ms. Hill, congratulations. You have completed the terms and conditions of probation, and you've done it within the 12 months, and therefore I can still honor the delayed sentence, dismiss the matter with prejudice, remove the conviction from your record, and close the case out. That's a good holiday gift, isn't it?
Yes, thank you so much, Ms. Bryant.
All right, you're welcome. We'll mail a copy of the orders to your to you for your records. Have a great day. Stay safe.
And you as well. Thank you,
and happy
guys.
holidays to you.
To you too. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, I'm going to bring Mr. Stevens back in, and then we could do Mr. Wright while Ms. Hall talks to Mr. Stevens. It looks like Mr. Stevens does have sound. Mr. Stevens, do you have video?
Yeah.
There he is. Okay. And he's going to have to take off his hat. I remember him from before. I'm going to send him to breakout room number 3. Go to breakout room number 3, Mr. Stevens. All right. And I'm ready on Wright. This is case number... And Mr. Wright has a trial and he was late like that? Okay, case number 224444701. People of the state of Michigan versus Robert Cordell Wright. Defendant is charged with assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for final pretrial conference appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Mr. Robert Wright. Mr. Wright, sir, please unmute and say your full name.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. Mr. Wright, please say your full name.
Robert Wright.
That's your full name, Mr. Wright?
Robert Cordell Wright. Sorry.
Today is the day set for final pretrial conference. When is Mr. Wright's trial scheduled for? I'm in February. I'm in March and I don't see it on my calendar. Never mind, I see it now. March 5th. All right. Today's the day set for final pretrial conference. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I would inquire as to whether or not the people have been able to confirm the availability of the complainant for the March 5th trial date.
Ms. Ritter?
The court did set a final pretrial conference requiring the confirmation of the availability of the complainant witness at this time, and the people have confirmed that the complainant witness is still available, and we still have good contact information. So the people are ready to proceed to the jury trial.
We would continue the plea of not guilty, Your Honor, and continue to the jury trial date, Your Honor. Judge, I would ask for another final pretrial conference in the interim. Mr. Wright has had a few challenges, in part which resulted in a change of a phone number, which caused us to lose contact with Mr. Wright temporarily. But he's here today, and I do have a good number for him now, so I would ask for another final pretrial conference.
Okay, and so Mr. Wright's trial is scheduled on March 5th. He is the second in priority. There is a case, Gibson, and it's an MFD case, Ms. Stevenson. That's the first in priority, and it has a final pretrial conference for January the 8th. So I will give Mr. Wright a final pretrial conference. Do you want me to give it to him after the January 8th date?
Yes, please.
Mr. Flanagan, can you look on the docket for March 5th and tell me who the defense attorney is on Christian Sanders? That's another trial.
That's me.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So there are two final pretrials on January 8th. That's Gibson and Sanders. And then there's a final pretrial on February 5th for Johnson. So when do you want me to put Mr. Wright in there? Because we'll need to know what Mr. Wright is going to do, though, before we can proceed with Sanders or Johnson.
Who is Johnson?
Marcus Johnson.
Oh, okay.
With a K, Marcus with a K.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just put him on, maybe we could put him on the same day, that February 5th date.
That sounds perfect, yes.
All right. So we'll continue the matter and leave the jury trial date on the books and continue Mr. Wright to February 5th at 9:10. Mr. Wright, can you hear me, Mr. Wright? Okay. If you get a new phone number or something and you lose your attorney's phone number, call the court, call 36th District Court and call my courtroom specifically. Ask for Judge Bryant's clerk so that we can make sure that your lawyer always has your phone number, okay? I don't know if he can hear me or not. And you're muted. If you're talking, you're muted. I can't hear you if you're talking.
Can you hear now? Yes, sir. What was the first court date for?
That's another final pretrial conference, February 5th. So we can make sure that the matter is ready to go to trial on the March date.
Okay.
All right. Have a great day. Stay safe. Happy holidays.
Okay.
Your Honor.
All right. You're welcome. All right. I'm ready on Stevens. Mr. Flanagan, I have no idea why the attorney is in the waiting room. Can you find out? Because that's not on my docket. Whatever case he has that name, that's not on my docket.
Yes, Your Honor, he just called. Yeah, he just called. I just spoke with him. He wanted to speak with Ms. Ritter. I told him that we were in court.
So he zoomed in? He zoomed in to speak with Ms. Ritter?
Yeah.
I'm ready on Stevens. This is case number 235930101. The People versus Justin Stevens. Defendant is charged with assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Also for the record, Your Honor, Vakidia Hall on behalf of Justin Stevens. Sir, may you unmute yourself and state your full name for the record?
Justin Levi Stevens.
You said Levi?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. I believe this matter was also started out as a felony, and then the misdemeanor was remanded to 36th District Court. So I'm assuming that the felonies were dismissed, maybe. How are we proceeding today?
Your Honor, we would like to request a dismissal in the absence of the complainant, and if you are not inclined to dismiss this case, we have no objection to an adjourned pretrial requiring the complainant to appear.
All right, Ms. Ritter, do you have any information as to whether the complainant appeared at the felony level?
Judge, and it looks like the complainant witness was not present at the exam scheduled for the felony charge, and that count was dismissed.
Okay, so how do the people wish to proceed? Do you want to try to reach the witness, or how do you want to proceed?
Well, Judge, usually the people would ask for an adjournment to exhaust our resources in trying to locate the complaining witness, especially when it comes to this courtroom. However, it looks like the felony APA tried to call the complaining witness at the listed number we had, and the mailbox was full, and he could not leave a message, not getting in contact with the complaining witness. So at this time, Judge, I'm going to say that people can't proceed unless the complaining witness comes forth and gives additional information as to why they were not present at the exam for this case, Judge. So at this time, we won't be able to proceed.
All right, then the court is going to grant defense counsel's motion, even though this is the first scheduling of the pretrial conference. However, the complaining witness failed to appear and participate in the prosecution at the felony level. The people believe they may have exhausted their remedies at this time, or their resources at this time. So I'm going to grant the motion to dismiss without prejudice. And Mr. Stevens, if the witness does come forward and contact the prosecutor's office, they may reissue the charges. I don't know if they'll reissue the felony charges. They may reissue the misdemeanor charge. I don't know, sir, but it is a dismissal without prejudice. So if they locate the witness and they want to move forward and they have enough to move forward, then they may, okay?
Sure.
All right, but for now, you're all set. We'll mail a copy of the dismissal to you for your records. Have a great day and stay safe. Happy holidays to you. Thank you. All right.